Yo, day, is it 119, I think? I got this hat on because I didn't put anything in my hair this morning and I'm at work and it's just like flat. So I don't really know how good this looks or will look, but hey, we got it regardless. Probably not very good, but yeah. Alright, so, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. So, I don't want to put y'all right there though, now, do I? Whatever, I will. Alright. Dang it. Alright, so today I woke up, I'm not supposed to get into work until 7:55 and it's currently like 7:04, so I have like 50 minutes to do whatever I want to do basically. But I woke up early because I wanted to get some work in before I had to actually get some work in. And what I mean by that is last night, when I was on my phone with my girlfriend again, I sent some photos to myself that I made with Nano Banana Pro of some slideshows, and I basically need to duplicate them 5 times and then crop all 5 images inside, and then basically take them as single images and upload them and schedule them to TikTok on different accounts. So basically what I was doing is, if you're unfamiliar, I am currently posting TikToks organically in order to gain downloads on my app, in order to gain purchases. And my goal is to find a system that works organically, that I have the capability to do as a single person. So as many accounts as I can make is as many as accounts as I'm going to get and want. And I'm going to try different strategies and different systems to see which one ends up, having the highest conversion rate, and see which one ends up going the most viral for me. And I'm just going to ride that method out for real. I'm just going to ride it out as long as possible across all my accounts. And I think that my goal, honestly, with the vision that I have for right now and the system that is kind of working for me, in my opinion, is there's this workout dude, which is like a muscle model. It's like a fake cartoon looking like Spider-Man, but he has a whole bunch of muscles basically. And he basically, the idea is that it's a slideshow with him in it, and he kind of just gives information about certain metrics. For example, like teaching people about body fat percentage, or teaching people about their maintenance calories, or teaching people about tracking calories, or teaching people about A, B, and C, right? And I got the inspiration from basically the same exact guy, but he was blue, so I'm green. And the blue guy, he has like 30,000 followers on TikTok. He gets like 30K a post views, and he makes like 2 posts, 3 posts a day. And every single post for him is about exercises and workouts. And obviously that's not going to convert for my app. That has nothing pretty much to do with workouts. So I decided, you know what? I'm just going to like make my own, and I'm going to have a completely new twist to it. So I did, and I started asking ChatGPT to basically make the images for me, and it was working. But because they were like so like from scratch, I needed to basically prompt every single picture the way I wanted it to be prompt, and there was only like so much I could get done with ChatGPT. Like, even in the facet that like after I created 5 images within an hour, it said I needed to wait another hour before I could create any other image, right? And I mean, that's not the limit is 5. It's probably more like 25 or something. But regardless, it was capping me when I needed to make photos. And on top of that, a lot of times the photos weren't consistent in the way that, like, sometimes it would start adding a nose, and then it would start adding a mouth, and it would start adding ears, and it would start darkening the color and putting a shirt on, and it would start giving information that's like I was asking it to like switch the metric for every slideshow, and it would literally do the same exact metric, but it would call it something different. And then, it would say the most obvious stuff like this is good and this is bad, and it was like, obviously. And so I wanted to make sure that it was giving actual valuable information in each slideshow, so that when experienced lifters saw the slideshow, that they wouldn't just be like, swipe once and be like, oh yeah, no, this is like simple stuff, I don't need to know this, and just swipe the whole slide. And just like, anyways, I wanted it to be actually informational and valuable for every single page. And I want to talk about other stuff too, like insulin sensitivity and more advanced stuff even like that, regardless of like metrics and whatever else, just like health stuff and important stuff around there. And then I guess once I kind of tire out all of the information that I can give, I'll kind of just like make different versions of each slideshow and just post it again. But my plan was I figured out a way basically with Nano Banana Pro to make one image with 5 images inside, and so that I can send that one image to my phone and I can duplicate it 5 times and then crop every individual image inside of the one image. And that's a good thing for me because it keeps all the images consistent within one photo. You know, they're all made with an idea of each other and all made at once and made with quality by Nano Banana Pro. And I have a Higgsfield subscription every month, so it allows me to kind of take advantage of that even farther. But my one issue with that I tried to do on ChatGPT actually was the pixel rate was too low. I would try to zoom in, and when I got zoomed in on the photo, the quality of that photo and that picture was too small, like that you could literally see the pixels in the words, and the quality was not good. So I upgraded it to 4K and I took a screenshot with my laptop and it was still not very good. But what I didn't do is download the image and send it to my phone. And when I did that and then I cropped it inside of my photos, inside of my camera roll, the 4K image was high quality enough for it to not look like it was like zoomed in or anything, and it was working. So I decided this is perfect. You know, I'm just going to tell, Nano Banana Pro to choose between, 25 different metrics and then make me a slideshow on it. And then I'm going to try to find, 6 slideshows at least every single day to post across 2 different accounts. And, I'm going to get each slide and I'm basically going to send it to, and I'm basically going to send it to, my phone and then just schedule it on TikTok Studio. And by the way, TikTok Studio was not working for me for a while actually. For some reason, like the audio, like when I were to put photos in, like the audio would get chosen, but like I wouldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it until I uploaded it. So that kind of sucked. And then on top of that, like when I scheduled out posts, they would post, but they would get 0 views. And I literally have to go back in and like delete them and re-edit them and then repost it. And so I just completely deleted the app and I re-added my accounts. And I think now the posting, like the scheduling, will work because the audio works now. I'm not sure, so we'll see. And if it doesn't work after I gave it a second chance and deleted and re-uploaded or re-downloaded the app, then I think I might as well just go through something else if I can. I'm sure there's different websites and different apps for that, but besides TikTok Studio, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, my goal is, as a single person with currently a cap at about 6 accounts, I want to make as many accounts as I can, so make as many emails as I can, and I want to have all the accounts doing the system that is most efficient for me, which I think right now is going to be the workout guy videos. And basically my plan is to have 5 videos for every single account that I can make scheduled out throughout the day at different times. So like I want, if I have 10 accounts, I want there to be 5 videos across all 10 accounts posted throughout the day. So that's 5 times 10, 50 videos throughout the whole day I want to have posted. And I want to have them scheduled out so that I don't have to individually make them and then post them at certain times. Otherwise that would take me all day. So I want to make them, within 4 hours, and then I want to save them as drafts and schedule them for the following day. That's why yesterday I didn't take any time to post any videos, because I was planning on making drafts and scheduling them out, but I didn't really get that done because I was kind of lazy and I was doing other things. And so my plan was to just take the images that I made last night and schedule them for today, because it's already 7 a.m. and I don't plan on posting my first video at least until like 9 or 10. So yeah, if I basically take my laptop, make Nano Banana Pro slideshows about the topic, and then I take the images, throw them to my phone, crop them, and then send them into TikTok Studio as all separate images, and then TikTok Studio chooses a sound or I choose a sound, and then I can throw the images into obviously a slideshow and then schedule it out to be posted. And I want to have that done I don't know by when, but throughout the day for all my accounts. And recently, in the past like 2 days, I've gotten like 3 or 4 brand new subscriptions. And I think I've been averaging about 10 downloads a day, which is pretty good. But I want to start averaging like, not even 10 downloads a day, but I want to start averaging like, like 5 to 10 subscriptions a day. I want to try to get to that amount because I realize that's a lot more money than I expect myself to be having. But like to have that mentality is not only going to bring that number from 0 to like 3 or 4 at least every single day, which is where I want to be, but also it just gives me a new goal, right? I feel like before, when I wasn't really necessarily like when I wasn't when I was working, right, and I was inspired and I was using manifestation and everything, I was really focused on making like 2 or 3K a month, and I was focused on getting an average of like 2 to 3 subscriptions a day, and getting an average of like 15 to 20 downloads every single day throughout the month. And now I feel like the idea of making 3K a month is just not there for me. And if I can start thinking about averaging, not even 5K, but like 10K, 15K, 20K a month, and like understand what value that brings to my life at that point, I think that'll allow me to manifest and put myself in the right mindset in order to be more passionate with the work that I'm putting in. I believe that, $34 for somebody, $10, $50 for somebody, especially somebody in the fitness community, with how many people there really are for the product and the app that I'm providing them, is not a lot every single day. I think that, for the 300 views that I get on every single video I post, if 10 people can convert in one of those videos, or not even in one of those videos, but in one day, for how many videos I'll probably end up posting, and for how many views I'm probably going to be asking of all the accounts and posts that I make throughout every day, I think that that's not unreasonable to ask. And I mean, shoot, bro, if I end up making an average of $30 with 10 subscriptions, so 30 times 10, which ends up being what, like $300 every single day throughout the month, that's what, 3 times 7 is 2,800 times 4, just say 3,000 times 4, and then minus, so that's 12, and then minus, so that's 12K minus 2,468 minus 800, that's $11,200 if I made 10 subscriptions every day for 30 days, which is 10K a month. So yeah, bro, and that's not that many people a day. I'm telling you, bro, I have a good product, and I think that if I had 10 people from a 300 view video go ahead and download the app and then purchase a $34 subscription, or even a $10 subscription and a $50 subscription to average out, like, I could literally make 10K a month. And I think I'm at like $600 in revenue right now, and close to like 600 app downloads. But I'm telling you, like, in the last 5, 6, 7 days, I have not got more than like 15 downloads in a single day. And I have really not posted super many videos, and I haven't really posted any videos that have really converted for me until recently. And I think I've gotten like 5 or 6 in-app purchases within the last week, and I think I've been ramping up and up, and I'm getting better and better and better, but that's going to take me posting more consistently. So anyways, this video has been going for 14 minutes. Day 119 is, I think, when I'm recording right now. I'm going to drink my Chick-fil-A drink. I got another, 25, 30 minutes here in this truck. And so I'm going to get my laptop out, maybe put it right here on this console, and eat my chicken sandwich as well. Schedule out the posts that I already have images for in my camera roll. Maybe listen to a podcast or some music while I'm at it. And I'll see y'all later today when I'm ready for y'all again. Peace out. All right, we're back. A minute to the end of the day. I'm currently driving home right now, pretty much. Obviously, I'm not driving right now, but I'm at that position and point in time in today where it's basically basically time for me to drive home. So, dude, I want to like figure out a way to put this somewhere. So yeah, so currently, I actually ended up making like, I don't even know, probably like 6 slideshows, and I scheduled them throughout the day, and 2 of them have already posted, and I guess the third one's actually posted because I scheduled it to post at 3. I had one posting at like 10, one posting at noon, and one posting at 3. And then I had one posting at like 5, one posting at like 7, one posting at like 8 or 9. And that's on just one account. So I literally have no videos basically posted on the other accounts. I did end up like making at lunch, just on the fly, on the go, 2 slideshows for 2 completely separate accounts. So I have no idea how those are doing. And I think, I don't even know, I mean, obviously I don't know if I'd say that, but I haven't got any purchases today. I probably got like 2 or 3 downloads from those videos at most, if I'm being honest. And yeah, so I checked my revenue on Apple Store Connect just because I was kind of curious, and I think I was trying to check for some other metric. I was trying to check to see if the distribution version 1.8 got approved, and it did. So for clarity, I yesterday or the day before yesterday, I think it was on Sunday, like Sunday night or something, I ended up making like the review prompts for my app, so that when people go through my app and they reach a certain part of the app, the SK viewer controller or whatever triggers, and the review prompt pops up, and people can like give a review to the app. And it got approved as version 1.8, but I have no idea if they approved the version controller to be right there. So I might have to run through it with the new device and see if that gets triggered then. But if it does, then it looks like we're probably going to be in the running for quite a few good reviews, hopefully, fingers crossed. So yeah, I guess we'll see. But anyways, I ended up, because I was checking that, I ended up checking the revenue, and I didn't even know this, but apparently I'm at like $699 or like $799. I have no idea. I think it's probably $699 if I'm being honest. But either way, it was like a high number in revenue, and I was at like $550 in profit. And it's like, whoa, yeah, that's a lot of money. It's cool. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I know I made that money over like the whole entire span of me marketing this app. And I probably spent more money than that trying to market it than I have made any. So that's kind of the negative thoughts that are coming to my mind about the whole subject. But regardless, I mean, I made like $105 yesterday. And then the day before that, I made like $70. So it's going pretty well. I just haven't had a system to kind of set me up properly for a while now. And what's actually weird is I don't think it's the 29th. I think it's the 28th today, and yesterday is when I got $105 in sales, but I didn't post a single video yesterday. I don't know. I think that I definitely have something wrong regarding that. I think that I probably ended up posting those videos the other day. I have no idea. But I hope that they were correlated to the organic videos I was posting. I hope so. We're going to actually check that right now because I want to be sure. That's kind of like a mindset change. Okay, so it is the 28th. And on the... Let's see. Okay, so we have $573 in sales in revenue in the last month. And on April 27th, yesterday, I got $105 in sales. On April 26th, I got nothing. On April 25th, I got nothing. On April 24th, I got 70. So yesterday, when I didn't post any TikToks for some reason, I got 2 in-app purchases, which I have no idea. But whatever. Anyways, lifetime revenue, $699. Okay, we're gonna do an overview of our app units. Let's see how many app units we got on the 27th. We got 17 downloads yesterday. We had 8 on the 26th. We had 12 on the 25th. On the 24th, we had 5. So we had a little increase. I wonder what that was. I might have to go check TikTok and make sure that none of my my old whatchamacallem, none of my old marketers are posting free videos for me. Because that's kind of weird. I got 17 on a day that I didn't post any videos. But anyways, I'm gonna go check that. But it's 3:30 right now. I currently have like 3 or 4 more videos that are scheduled to post on a single account today, and the videos aren't really exactly how I want them to look like or go. They're not super professional. The subtext font is kind of basic, and I kind of want to change it. The layout of a lot of the slides doesn't look super good to me or perfect to me. Also, like, the ratio of every single photo is kind of different, and they need to be the same size in my opinion. And so I think that I'm going to ask Nano Banana Pro to put them in 9:16 and then just zoom into that frame instead of 4:3, and have myself just frame the image perfectly every time. I think that's a lot easier than individually making every photo anyways, so I think that's fine by me. But yeah, and then I'll have like posts scheduled out like for a long time, hopefully. But we made $125 today just from work. Shoot, do I get food before I go home? Honestly, I feel like I kind of should. I paid $6 for a biscuit and this Chick-fil-A drink this morning. But Chipotle is like right there, and it does sound really good, and I think I might go. But I have to turn right to get there. That's all right. I'll go. And I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna make a whole bunch more videos. My plan is to just do that fix with Nano Banana Pro prompt, and then you know, make the videos, schedule them out, and hopefully by tomorrow I can have, you know, a full day worth of posts up or scheduled, and I can start booking myself out farther and farther and farther the more work I'm capable of doing. So yeah, but I definitely want to see if something happened regarding my people that I paid for marketing yesterday. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out. Yo, I don't even remember when the last time I made a video was. I think it was when I was driving home. But it's currently freaking 1:36 in the morning right now, and I'm very tired, I'm not gonna lie. But I didn't ever go to sleep. I got good sleep last night. I know I was only asleep for probably like 4 hours, but the melatonin that I took really helped. Definitely got some good REM sleep. But regardless, I'm really, really tired right now still. I ended up checking, I mean, I already told you guys this, but I ended up checking the app, and it got approved for version 1.8. And I went in and I checked for myself, and the review stuff is working. I still only have 1 review, so that kind of sucks, but I'm hoping to see, you know, a few flood in, hopefully, pretty soon, naturally. And also, I have a page on the questionnaire that's like at the very end of it that has basically like you can scroll through the features, like you can scan a menu, you can scan a meal, you have an advanced metric dashboard, you have an AI coach, you know. And I basically had a features page. There's a whole page for like 4 iPhone displays with the images on them. And what I did this time, because I added another question, which I'll tell you about in a second, what I did was I ended up putting all the features, the scrollable features, underneath the results page. So you would see a little card at the end of the questionnaire that tells you your macro goals, right? It tells you your calories, then your fats, your proteins, and your carbs. And then under that, there's another card that basically displays your advanced metrics, right? Your estimated or like manual entered maintenance calories, your starting weight, the calorie range that you want to try to be in, you know, this and that. And then you can scroll down and see all your answers throughout the quiz that you gave. And then under that is where you can scroll down and see, you know, the metrics and everything. And I thought this is a cleaner way to do it because I don't want an extra page for no reason. And I feel like if you're already going to be scrolling down on the results page, like you might as well just be at that point. So I put that there, which I thought was good. It made one less question, you know, less friction, but then I ended up adding a question, which was a referral code question. And the idea behind that is, first of all, I'm thinking about, I mean, not right now, obviously, but I'm thinking about like the idea of bringing back on the creator program. if I can give each creator their own separate code and they can like advertise the code to their people for like a certain percentage discount or whatever, and then the people go and type in the code on my app and I can get an average AOV for everybody that uses that code, I know exactly, not exactly, but pretty close how much each you know creator that has gotten me in revenue, and so I can pay them appropriately. And I can also just know how many people ended up downloading the app in general, just using the code. So I think that's important, and I can give everybody their own code, and I can kind of track it from the admin dashboard. And then on top of that, I just gave a code to my organic TikTok account. It's CSGTT, Calorie Simple Green TikTok. And those are the symbols that I made it for. But yeah, that's CSGTT. That's the 5-letter code. And if people type in this code on the referral code, they get 80% off. And I tell them in the last slide of the thing that this 80% off is a today only thing. And so my goal is that they'll go download Calorie Simple at the end of the question, the little slideshow that they just watched, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I have this code, it's gonna give me 80% off today. And so I go ahead and I check it, and I type in the code and I get this one-time offer that's like 1 minute and 30 seconds long until it expires, and then they go and pay me $34 up front. So that's my idea. But now that I realize it, most people are probably going to check to see how old the video is, to see if the discount still like works or not. But I guarantee you quite a bit of people are probably just going to go ahead and do it anyways, regardless. So I should probably stop putting the like only today thing in there. But then again, like most of the views, I think that's why I did it. Most of the views that I'm going to get on any given video are going to be the day I post it. So I'm not too concerned about it, I guess. Anyways, also, the most recent account that I onboarded onto my iPhone is the account that I used to do organic dropshipping on. And I only ever posted like 2 videos on that account, but regardless, I ended up keeping the videos on that account, and I ended up just posting new videos. The first video I got with the whole like workout dude thing, I got 1,000 views. And then the next one got 200, the next one got 200, then like the next 3 got like 150. So it's only been going down, but I think that we're slowly starting to reach the right target audience. And I just genuinely believe that the slideshows that I was making just weren't good at all, to be honest. The audios that I was making them with were kind of terrible. The advice and information I was making them with were kind of bad. The cropped ratios of all the images were all different. So you'd slide and be a slide that's like huge up and bottom. You'd slide and be one that's like really small. It just wasn't working very well at all. And on top of that, just the character wasn't consistent. Like it just wasn't good. So I found a much more consistent way that actually works now. All the pictures are the same size. I kind of have the audios figured out, and I'm actually giving valuable information this time. But I don't know if it's like the slideshows, in my opinion, like if you ever give them a scale, like a rate scale 1 out of 10, I give them like a 6. I think that just like understanding the storyline of all 6 slides and like trying to get them to that last slide to like convert with where the app is like a formula that you kind of just have to, first of all, test out, but second of all, like formulate and like understand why this works the way it does. But at the same time, like I'm already making a 6-slide slideshow and I don't need to be doing that. So I think I might downgrade it maybe once or twice to like a 3-slide slideshow or like a 4-slide, 5-slider, because I think those will obviously convert better on average, right? And if I put some solid information in like, only 3 or 4 slides, I think the chances that, people actually like stay on those slides for a second is actually pretty good. So I think that might be what I do, but again, 6 slides isn't bad at all. I think that if anything, 6 slides will help me kind of determine my target audience better anyways. So, but yeah, man, dude, there's multiple accounts doing the same strategy that have like 300,000 followers. They post 2 videos a day and they both get like 100,000 views on every video. So I'm confident in it. I just think that I have to make it and I have to do my due diligence, and then I have to like schedule the posts out and be consistent and be that person. You got to realize every single day this person's probably making these things from scratch. they're super consistent in like what their character looks like, you know, as far as like how much muscle mass, as far as what they're wearing, as far as what exact color they are, you know. The background image and the slides are all always the same color. The font is pretty much all the same color. And like they organize things in such a specific professional way, and they just know. And, you know, obviously, if I were to continue to post the videos that I have posted right now on my accounts with the different size images, the terrible audio, the kind of like pixely, like not very good resolution photos, and not a really good storyline in 6 slides, nobody would want to watch that. And so, what I kind of ended up thinking was just like, you know, if I want to get to that level and I want to actually see any sort of success, I need to be consistent with everything. Not even just how much I post, but just like how consistent each slide is in this account, right? So I think that once I get once I get the videos in front of the right eyes, I think it can really work. Now, I ended up paying ChatGPT $100 today to get ChatGPT plus, like ChatGPT 5X, whatever it is. And I already had ChatGPT Plus that I paid $20 a month for. But I was like, dude, I need to get this new one because I have like literally so much homework to do in the next month. And this has agent mode. And so I can literally just tell it to do stuff for me and it can do my homework low key. Also, like generating images, I can only generate like 25 images every, 3 hours. And if I reach that threshold in like 30 minutes, then I'm just done for 3 hours. And so I decided, you know what, I'm just going to straight up upgrade. So I did, and I haven't got limited yet, and I'm probably not going to do many more with ChatGPT tonight. So yeah, but I ended up making a good, like probably 4 or 5 slideshows, I think. And I'm going to try to formulate them back and forth between accounts. I noticed that when I posted a video that was similar to one of the videos on another account, basically I have one account that's a new account, the Port Spar account that I just renamed the green guy. And then I have an old account that hasn't been doing super well. I think it's like C Simple something, like 0775. And it's like a picture of my cousin and like we're tinting one of his windshields. But I was like, dude, this account's kind of already like formulated for the target audience. And it's an account that's not doing super well. And I kind of want 2 accounts that I can kind of dedicate this concept to. And so I literally did, and I just decided like, hey, I'm just gonna make 2 accounts that way. And I think I ended up scheduling 2 videos that were pretty much the same video right around the same time, because one of the videos that I posted that was on that account got like 3 views, literally 3 views. So that's kind of something I'm gonna have to be careful with. But I think that if I can post one video, it's a completely new video tomorrow at 10 a.m., right? And then I can post a video that I'm going to post on the other account at like night in the morning, right? If I reverse engineer it, so I have 5 total slideshows, right? And I want to make 10 total slideshows, right? I want to make 5 here and 5 here. If I can make the first slideshow over here on this account, and I can save this slideshow to post on this account for the night instead of the morning, and I can do, this slideshow that I'm going to post for the morning and this one for the night, then I won't have the 2 of the same slideshows posted at the same time and they'll get 0 views. I don't know. Maybe if they're even within a 24-hour time span or a 48-hour time span, they'll still low-key shadow ban me, but I don't know. Anyways, though, I think that with the potential that I'm currently bringing to the table right now with everything that I have going on, that this could really work out if I continue to be consistent with it. But like I said, it's literally 1:45 right now in the morning, and I haven't even got the slideshows scheduled to post or anything, and I'm just making this video. So I feel like I had other things to say too, but I just haven't thought about them. I just kind of started rambling. I don't even know. I mean, I feel like, well, first of all, I've been listening to the Oz, the magician, the mentalist, and he's been across a whole bunch of different podcasts, and I just started watching him a little bit more. I watched him before quite a lot, but just seeing him like do his work on other people and seeing their reactions is kind of cool. So I decided like, why not, while I'm doing my work, just do that. So yeah, but also I've noticed, even with just working in general, Bro, I get so bored. I literally looked at like a squishy toy, like a Neato, to buy today because I feel like I need something to like mess with while I'm working because I can't sit in one spot. And if I and I kind of need to in order to be efficient. And so I need something to kind of play with. And I mean, I don't think a squishy is the right idea necessarily, but like those Neato things are actually pretty fun. You could throw them on the ceiling, they stick to the ceiling. They're like the perfect, firmness and whatever else. And they're like not like a girly toy either. They're like a cube of like ice, it looks like. So, but anyways, yeah, I don't have work tomorrow either. Tomorrow's a Wednesday, so I'm gonna sleep in as late as I want tomorrow. Probably not though. I have videos scheduled today. It told me that I had about 12 app downloads, which I guess we'll see how true that is tomorrow. But yeah, I don't really know. I think yesterday it told me I got 8, and yesterday I got 27. So, 27, 17. So I have no clue whatsoever. But regardless, I think we have a really good funnel going right now. With the new prompt, with the new referral codes, with the new slideshows that we'll probably have scheduled out pretty far, pretty high quality. And then, just with the overall, the questionnaire and the funnel is just good in general. And I think that seriously, like if I had 5 videos across, a total of even 6 accounts every day that were like pretty good videos every day, like I kind of formulated them and I had experience behind the videos I was posting and I knew that they were going to do well. I think that I could get 5 purchases a day. I don't think that's impossible whatsoever. I feel like I could go around today and find 5 people to get to download my app and pay for it. I feel like it'd be so easy to convince people. Like if I could be like, yeah, it's usually this cost, but actually, if you type in this code, you can get this thing, and I made it just for you, and you can just take $34.99, and I can go around to 5 random people that I met that day, just being nice, and I could be like, yeah, you could download my app low key, like whatever else I get into conversation. Boom, 5 a day, low key. Okay, 5 a day, 5 times 3, that's 15, $150 a day, right? $150 a day times 30. I don't know what the math is on that, but 100 times 30 equals 3,000. And then you have 50. So I'm pretty sure it's probably about $4,500, $5,000 a month ish. So I don't know, man. If I went around, walked around people and told them to buy my app, 5 people did it every single day. I guarantee I'd get more than 5 people, by the way. I could make 5K a month. So it's kind of crazy, because there's 300 people that watch a single TikTok and I'm trying to post 5 of them at the same time every day. And I'm trying to post a total of like 30 or 40. So, but I think that once I get really good and I have a good audience and I have an account that's worth it to TikTok and it's trustworthy, things will be really, really good for me. I'm looking at like hopefully making 20K with this, and not that far in the future. Big goals, but and I was actually, by the way, on this topic, this whole O's mentalist guy, he was talking about magic and like how he grew up, and I started to think about my dad, and not even magic or anything because he never did any of that, but like I was told kind of that like the way to get out of the bubble that everybody gets in, that's like a safety net, that's kind of like college, that's kind of like let me follow what everybody else does and just get funneled into what everybody else does. I know what I want to do, and I know that I'm a different type of person. Like I was sitting at the counter today and I was asking myself, like, dude, do I think anybody else that I even know would be in this position? Like, I have no reason to be sitting on ChatGPT all day, typing in prompt after prompt after prompt, spending $100 on a ChatGPT subscription to generate images, like, and then to go ahead and spend over $2,000 and be $1,000 in debt on the whole thing, be unprofitable. But at the end of the day, dude, it's been almost 4 months. I think a day or two until 4 months, and I've made an app. I've made $700 in revenue. I have over 500 downloads, and I'm 17. and I made $550 in profit. And I don't plan on slowing down anytime soon. And I think that I'm just starting to get into my prime with this whole organic stuff because it's completely profitable. Every single dollar I make I have nothing that I'm spending marketing costs on. So I make every dollar all in profit that I get. And I feel like I could still convert pretty well. And I'm learning the market that way. And it's honestly great. So yeah, dude, it's kind of weird. Like I'm asking myself, like, why do I like to do this? Because the thing I was thinking about, this guy O's was thinking about him as a little kid doing like math at the grocery store before his mom like paid the cash register. He was trying to guess how much was like left or whatever. I was thinking like, dude, I used to be low key that kid too. Like I was trying to learn how to do a backflip on the ground at the age of 12, and I did it. And then for some reason, I ended up buying a Rubik's Cube at like the age of like 12 or 13. And like I went out of my way to go watch like multiple YouTube videos in order to solve one. Did that. Couldn't even tell you any of the other things I did. I just like kind of weird that way. But like I don't even know why I did it. Like most people wouldn't even take the time to do that. My brothers, dude, focus. They wouldn't have the attention span. They wouldn't even have the care to focus on something like that. And that's kind of a blessing and a curse. But I see it as like I have big goals, honestly, in my future. I don't plan on staying super like local. Like I love family and all that, but honestly, I think with everything that I've been inspired by growing up, like all these role models, especially more recently, and what I know they're capable of doing, and like just events that are going on in the world right now, like the UFC White House event here in June. You know, there's a whole bunch of other events. I think Kid Laroi is going on tour. Like literally this next week. There's just so many different events, and I want to be a part of them. I want to have that opportunity, and I've always heard about these things growing up, and I know they'll continue to be there. And I want to put myself in the rooms with these people, and I want to go to these events, and I want to be financially free, and I want to provide for myself that way. So, yeah, I know what I want, and it's not anything small. I love family, but I know that the way I was built and the way that I've had success, like, I'm not a normal person, and I won't be normal in the way that, like, I will have, like, big achievements and, like, unheard of stuff in my family. Like, people have made millions of dollars in my family, sure, but they all made it from, like, starting as a doctor and selling a practice, 8 years of schooling, and, they're selling it at, like, 40, 50 years old, and I want to not necessarily have my goal focused on making millions of dollars at a young age, but, like, on making, like, world-changing, experiences, like being able to say, like, I was this guy that everybody in the world knew that made it, like, a good change, or that gave the world a piece of product or art that, like, solved the problem, Like, I love how a lot of artists play music. Not that it, like, solves a direct issue, but, like, it's just a piece of art, and, like, so many people can appreciate it, and it's just genuine. And, there's different products that people have made, right? Like, I don't even know, like, little businesses that are kind of like startups, even things like Instagram and Facebook and whatever else. I think that's cool. It's a product that people kind of gave to the world in a way. All that stuff. Anyways, though, I'm gonna get in the shower. I'm probably gonna take this night slow, and once I get out of the shower, I'm gonna chill, and I'm gonna try to upload all these videos that I pretty much just gave myself, schedule them for tomorrow morning before I even wake up, and then we'll hopefully have a full day of drafts scheduled for tomorrow. I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna do. Honestly, bro, what do I do? If I get out of the shower and I'm feeling like kind of tired, what do? Do I go ahead and I like crop out every single image? Or not even crop out any image, I don't need to, but like, do I go ahead and make all the drafts and schedule the posts across all these accounts? Because if I do, I feel like I need to make more, because by the time I wake up, all the posts are going to be scheduled to go. I'm not going to have any more to rely on. And then also, I feel like if I'm going to, make 2 accounts fully scheduled up and booked up for, I feel like it's only appropriate to, book the other 4 accounts up. So, I don't know. But today was day 118 or 119. And we're almost 4 months in. And it's the 28th to the 29th of April. And I am seriously about to turn up this whole thing a notch, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I am gonna be making a K a month so soon. And it's not even gonna be funny. Like, I'm just gonna be making it. And it's just gonna be like, okay, like a K a month, that's not even that much money, And it's gonna be like, okay, we're racking up a K, 2K. Pretty soon here, we have 2K in revenue in my account, like that, And then it's gonna be like, okay, we're making we have more accounts now. We have everything scheduled out. Like we're good on our consistent rate. We're kind of going viral. We've discovered a method, and now we're averaging even an easy 5K. Even just 5 people every single day downloading the app and purchasing $5,000. That's not that much money, bro. It's such an easy jump in my mind, bro. Like, think about it. Genuinely. You go from 1 purchase a day, right? 1 purchase a day of $30. 30 times 30. I don't even know the math on that, freak. I guarantee you it's like $900 or something. It's like $1,000, right? You have 1 purchase a day, an AOV of $30. You make $1,000 a month. You have 3 purchases a day. Not that much more, dude. Not that much more. 3K. You have 5 purchases. 5K. You have 10K. 23 purchases. 20K. Yeah, it's like 600 freaking in-app purchases in general in a month. But bro, 600 is not even that much. And that's 20K. Oh my gosh, bro. Anybody would pay freaking $30 in the fitness community and almost any community to be able to track their calories and macros for $34 a year. I'm only 17, bro, and I'm actually about to make this happen, bro. I'm actually so excited. I don't even know what I'm saying. All right, well, we're listening to the Halsey right now on our drive home. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. This is gonna be, I don't know, probably the last clip of the day. I'm gonna take a shower. Tomorrow's Monday. Freak, bro, I got a freaking test I gotta take. It's 10:45 right now. I uploaded probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 videos, 15 videos today. And I got probably 6 to 8 people to download the app. I think I got a conversion today, but it didn't tell me I did. So I'm kind of confused on that. But either way, I know that the purchase is going to show up on Apple Store Connect here soon. So yeah, but I'm going to go home, like I said, and I'm going to make myself some food, whatever I need to do downstairs. And then I'm going to head upstairs, take a shower, put on a hoodie, and I'm going to charge my laptop, I'm going to charge my phone, and I'm going to take that test. And I hope it's a 7-question quiz. I might watch the videos in the shower, and then I'm also probably going to upload this video. I'm going to try to upload it tonight, but I don't know if I will, because CapCut takes a while to kind of, insert clips and export. So I don't know if I will, but I'm going to try. Anyways, this whole content stuff, man, I don't know what to think about it. I think with the current strategy that I have going on right now, it is very, very much capable and possible for me to have something that works really well for me organically. I just don't know what it is yet, and I feel like in order for it to work the way I want it to organically, it's gonna have to be perfect, it's not gonna be easy, if that makes sense. I don't even know what I'm saying, honestly, bro. But I need to post a lot more videos than I'm posting. I need to have a different outlook at everything that I'm doing. I need to get in a consistent strategy where I'm posting, 5 videos on my, informational workout guy accounts every single day. And I need to get in a situation where I'm not wasting any posts on any irrelevant accounts. I'm focused on the right accounts. And I use viral formats and viral ideas and things that make sense to continue to go viral, you know what I'm saying? But I think one of the biggest things is just learning conversion rate, because I got a video today that ended up doing 3,000 or 4,000 in views, and it was on my main Port67 account, and it was a sad kind of one, but it showed the app in it. And I got one person to ask what it was about, or what the app was called. And I don't think almost anybody downloaded it from that video. I can go check to see tonight how many downloads I currently have, but I don't think I have very many at all. I think I have less than 10. And I had a video get over 3,000 views, almost over 4,000 views, and it was plugging the app in a way. So it's just, I don't know, if a video can get that many views and still not convert very well, I think that's kind of a sign to start making content that has better opportunities and capabilities. There is something really weird about something. I'm driving over right now a hoodie in the middle of the street, and I have no idea why it's there or whose it is. I just think it's a little bit weird. Because I pulled out when I was going to my girlfriend's house, and I saw it on the 3D camera when I was parking, and I was like, why is that there? What is that? And I kind of made a move to get around it, and then I just was like, okay, what is that? I rolled down my window, and it was a hoodie. So I don't even know, but I'm gonna go inside, like I said, and I'll meet y'all when I'm about to get in the shower, and I'll give you guys a little bit of an update. So yeah, peace out. All right, I'm trying to make this a really quick video because I filmed it literally 3 times, and iPhone storage just kind of cut me off. But I'm back home. Obviously, as you saw in the last clip, I was driving, and I just got home. But I wanted to say, because I said this 2 times in a row now, I was sitting right here, and I was showing you guys my laptop, and look at me, bro. If I had a little bit of a tan, I would look very good. That's all I was just acknowledging. So yeah, I just want to acknowledge that. But look, we have my laptop here. It's almost fully charged. I'm charging my phone so that in a minute I can take my college quiz. So I wanted to talk about today in regards to my effort level in making myself, profitable and making myself have success with this. And I don't even know what to say, honestly. But the first thing that comes to mind regarding the time and the almost issue is that I feel like I've had a lot more time to myself recently. I almost didn't go to work at all last week, and I didn't go to work at all the week before that week. And I mean, I've been almost by myself every day of this weekend, and my effort level, nothing is really being compounded that much compared to how much I'm spending by myself. I would have thought that on day 1, if I invested myself into it for 4 straight days, that I would have learned a lot from everything in 4 days. But really, I feel like I'm just I've learned just a little bit more than I learned on day 1. And I feel like I'm at the same level of experience and understanding today that I was yesterday. And I was working yesterday on everything. So it's a little bit difficult for me to sit here and because I feel like I've been working, and I don't feel like I deserve to tell myself I haven't been, or that I haven't necessarily been giving enough to anything, because I've sacrificed a lot to get this time to myself, and I feel like I'm using it for the most part throughout the whole day. I just think that I'm not maybe using it wisely, or I'm not putting my time in the right places, or I'm not mentally where I need to be. But I feel like I've understood that, you know, I'm not waking up super early, which is kind of an issue. But even then, like, I'm not getting a whole bunch of work done. And I'm not, like, for the amount of time I said, again, for the amount of time that I'm giving myself, you know, day after day after day, all day to myself, I feel like I should be farther. I feel like I should have something going for me in a way. And I mean, all these new accounts, right? I have 5 or 6 accounts at this point. All these new accounts are warmed up. You know, they have like almost 10 videos at least on every account. And some accounts have like upwards of 50, upwards of 100 videos on them already. And pretty much none of the videos have really gone viral. Yesterday, I ended up posting 2 videos pretty much yesterday that ended up going semi-viral, and one of them included the app and one of them didn't. They got both around 4,000 views, you know, a couple hundred likes, like 200-300 likes, and, you know, a handful of comments, maybe like 5 comments. And one person with the one that was like showing the app asked what the app was called, and I think I ended up getting like 6 to 8 downloads today, which is honestly average compared to like what I get on normal days, even without any viral video. So that was kind of sad to see, but I don't even know what to think about it. You know, like in a way, like I feel like I've had success and like I've been succeeding, because I mean I'm making videos that are getting, you know, a couple thousand views, and I've made more photos with Nano Banana Pro that have allowed me to have more ability and more of a gallery to post. And then even then, you know, I've been posting pretty much every day across 5 or 6 accounts, and that's something to take notice of, you know. And at this point, you know, I am, in my mind, using very good methods of like trying to make this work. For example, like finding viral videos and viral formats that have worked for other people that have, worked in the last month or a couple weeks, and I'm trying to replicate that video as best as I can across my accounts. I feel like is a very, very good strategy. You know, trying to use the workout guy, the little, you know, gym, like red dude workout guy, to fund the organic route of the app in a way too. You know, basically telling people like, hey, I'm gonna give you some information for the video, and at the end of the video I'm gonna tell you a solution to like kind of helping you with this, and I want you to download this app. And I think that has a higher conversion rate than most of the videos that I'm posting already. And I think for the value that I'm giving and for the simplicity and information that I'm also providing, that they would get, you know, on average 1,000 to 2,000 views a video, and I've seen them get a lot more on specific accounts. And so I just feel like it's a matter of me being more consistent with it. You know, I've only been posting for like a day since I've found out about that, and I've only posted like 3 or 4 videos on the topic, so I'm not really well versed on that concept. But I think that that's probably my method. That's my system, if I'm being honest. I know that everybody on TikTok and on YouTube will say like, hey, I'm trying to use viral formats in order to get the app to go viral. And I realize that works, right? But the way that I've seen most apps work, and the way that I'm comfortable with posting, the way that I think I'll get the most volume out, and I think that the way that I'll get the most return on investment, is to make slideshows. And the way that I'm making them, the way that everybody else is making them, doesn't really convert as well as I would have thought. You know, like 4,000 views and almost maybe 3 downloads. Like, bro, like that's like kind of sad almost. So I don't really know what to think about that. But I feel like there's a system out there, you know? I feel like the version of myself that's what I really need to find. Honestly, I feel like I've just genuinely lost the know-it-all, to realize that like I'm not even trying to live from the version of myself that has what I want, you know? And I'm not even like giving the effort that I know I need to give necessarily to get to where I want to be. And I don't know what effort and what type of things I need to be doing to get to where I want to be. And that obviously, I guess, comes from me just writing in my journal and like closing my eyes and trying to manifest it and having a conversation with my ChatGPT guy. But I just haven't been doing that, and I haven't even like necessarily found the importance of doing that or told myself that it was ever important to do that. And until now, really, is probably the most I've talked about it. And I don't even know, dude, like what other systems would I be doing, you know? Like, it doesn't seem smart to try to go all in on this whole like workout dude fitness thing, because I think that it gives information, it directly gives a call to action to the app, and it has the potential to get quite a lot of views per video. But at the same time, like, you know, if these videos only ever get so many views, they can only ever make so many conversions. I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, I believe, right, if I was waking up every day, right, and I was posting, regardless of what time I woke up, I was posting, you know, 3 to 5 videos on every account, and I had 5 or 6 accounts. And that's 5 times 5, 25, about maybe like 30 videos a day. And they're all separate slideshows that were giving information, like the workout dude videos. And at the end, they were all giving really good call to actions. I think genuinely that I would get a lot of app downloads. I think that concept and that strategy has a lot of potential compared to the one where I just try to act like a real human and then people just naturally find the app and download it. I think that the workout dude thing is probably better, but I think it'd be like stupid of me almost to like go all in on that right now, because I've only posted like 3 or 4 videos on that account and have yet to see a lot of results from it. So anyways, more than anything, like, I realized, like, yeah, I need to be posting more, you know, and I need to be giving more effort to the videos that I'm posting. But like, I'm not really understanding why. And because I'm not understanding why, I'm not finding the importance behind needing to do it. You know, like, I almost know that I need to, like, make a whole bunch of drafts and save them on all my accounts so that when I'm ready during the day, I can just post them instead of spend 30 minutes to make a video and then post it later, like 30 minutes later, you know? Or just, like, take time on a video that I know isn't really gonna do anything. Because I'm telling you right now, I can make a video in less than 5 minutes with the videos I already have, and just using, you know, basic pieces of text on screen. But I feel like there's a system, you know? I feel like I need to, like, have accounts that have, like, this, like, gold, like, status almost. And they're, like, so precious and valuable accounts. And I just have, like, drafts on drafts on drafts that I'm, like, adding and adding and adding to this account. And so, you know, soon, eventually enough, I'll have, you know, like 50 drafts that are all, like, you know, 50, 75 drafts that are all made to work, and I can just go in and post them, and I'm adding to the drafts every day that I can, and the videos are doing well, and I have multiple accounts. Like, you gotta understand that, like, when you have a concept that is high converting and in a sense, like, is working, it'd be dumb not to just try to do as much volume with that concept and with that strategy as you can. And so imagine right now in this current moment, I had 30 TikTok accounts, and I was able to make as many videos as I could every day, right? That's 5 videos an account times 30. If you do the math, I think you do 5 times 10. That's 50. Wait, what the freak? Yeah, I guess that is 50 videos. And then you do that times 3. That's 150 videos a day. I guarantee you, you know, as long as they're quality, they give good information, they're well structured, the layout is good, and the accounts are already somewhat trustworthy, that those videos will bring a lot of conversions in the end. And I don't know, dude. I don't even know. I feel like I kind of have myself spread thin right now between different ideas and things, and I feel like I need to go all in on a strategy that works, and I don't know how to do it, what to do, because I don't know what's more convertible. I don't know what the right direction is, and I kind of just need clarity. That's what this whole video that I'm making right now is for, clarity. I'm just explaining to you guys that I feel like I've had more time than ever, and I'm still putting in a lot of work, but I'm not getting nearly as much done. I'm not being super efficient, basically. And I'm not mad at myself for it, but I need to be. So, anyways, I'm going to go start the shower, and I'm going to take my drink, and I'm going to go sit in the shower and probably think about myself and send a few things and check on a few things, and then get out and watch the videos for my test, and then go ahead and take my test. And I don't have work tomorrow. I'm going to try to wake up earlier. I know I say that every day, but genuinely, I keep waking up at 1 or 2 in the morning, 1 or 2 p.m., and this is not it. So I just don't see the direct value in posting a lot of videos right now. That's my freaking issue, is I don't believe that if I pull it out my phone right now and created, 10 slideshows and posted all 10 tomorrow, that there'd be any much of a difference, that the input would have a good return on investment. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm going to have a conversation with myself here in a minute and watch some videos or something. But with the type of strategy I'm running right now, I feel like it's the way I need to go, because it's really the only way I have, and I feel like I've cornered myself into this way of marketing. But at the same time, I almost have to accept it's not going to bring me a lot of results. So I don't even know what to think about it, but I'll talk to you in a second.